Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Y'all watching what's going on? Y'all paying attention to what the hell the WBC is again doing to make sure everything is to their benefit? Are y'all watching how this is unfolding, man? Look at the crap going on with this guy Suleiman. First, you got the fact that he doesn't want to have one belt in every weight division, although he's been saying that for years. Then you have him come out here with this whole Conor Benn crap, saying that their investigation is concluded. They're about to find Conor Benn innocent. And I've been saying this for months, that he's about to block, or he's blocking, the undisputed distinction at 175 with Bivol and Beterbiev. But let me tell you something. And again, I'm giving my opinion, okay? When Suleiman, right, reiterates that they still have a ban on Russian fighters. At this point, I understand the sanctions that were put on Russia. Suleiman coming out here like he's going to take a stance and do the right thing when it comes to Russian fighters, right? But I don't care what you say. Why put a ban on Bivol and not Beterbiev? Okay? That's all I'm saying. I don't care where they live. You telling me because Beterbiev lives in Canada that there's no need to put a ban on Beterbiev? My understanding is Bivol lives here stateside. But it doesn't matter if both of these guys live in Belize. When they get paid, the money that they have, if they're supporting family members or if they're supporting any organizations back there in Russia, which I'm not saying they are, it doesn't matter where they're at. They can still send money over there, find ways to get the money there. So I don't see what the hell is going on with Suleiman and only wanting to have the ban on Bivol. But I do know this: Suleiman's smart, and this is why I get frustrated with talking with people who don't think strategically, right? You got a lot of tactical level thinkers who just see what's there on the surface and they take that and run with it. No, man, peel the layers back. Let's have a conversation. This is where, if this right here isn't telling you that boxing is corrupt, right, then I don't know what else is going to tell you. And I don't mind being wrong. I'm just having a conversation, right? And hey, you may think I'm taking it to the stupid. But when I watch this, I honestly feel that there's a possibility that Suleiman saw an opportunity to really get some money out of fighters, especially with everything happened with the war. Now, for those of you saying, nah, man, you're wrong, you're talking craziness. I mean, look, Suleiman, that means y'all are saying that Suleiman has integrity. That's what you're telling me. You're telling me that Suleiman has integrity? You're telling me you're going to give Suleiman the benefit of the doubt? I honestly think when it comes to this whole thing, Bob Arum, hey, look, he's been around the sport for a long time, not because he's a good guy, because Bob Arum knows when to let somebody scratch his back and when to scratch somebody else's back. Who knows what other kind of crazy shit Bob Arum has been involved with. But you don't hang around the sport so many years. Remember, Don King been around the sport for a long time too. You're trying to tell me that only Don King was the only one corrupt? Don King was the only one getting his hands dirty? Hey, it's a reason why him and Bob Arum have been around so damn long. But when it comes to all of this, I really feel that it just boils down to money. It boils down to money, and I just don't know why they're singling out Bivol. And that could be my own ignorance. I try to do some research out here to get a better understanding. Why Bivol? You know, there's some other fighters as well who've had the bans put on them, but why not Beterbiev? That's all I'm saying. But I know what's going to happen here is that later this year, they're going to have Caleb Smith, they make sure he gets his opportunity, which he won't win. And then you're going to see the WBC is going to get a request for an exemption, which is going to have a dollar point attached to it. And that is all this boils down to. Man, I'd even go on record and say that the WBC looked out a year, 2 years, and said, you know what? We got Beterbiev. Let's make sure we put him in these fights to where he can go and pick up the titles. And then we'll have Bivol over there. You know, he's going to fight whoever. He won't get the same opportunities as Beterbiev. That's why Beterbiev went and became the unified with 3 belts. And then once he gets that, we know Bivol's going to want to make the undisputed distinction, right? And then we're going to say no. But in order for him to get that fight, we're going to have to make him request an exemption. He's going to attach a certain dollar amount to it. Could be a percentage of his fight purse. Now, you may say, man, you're wrong. I'm going to say, you know what, I don't mind being wrong. But we're just thinking and having a conversation, right? See, sometimes you got to really peel the layers back, especially when you look at a guy like Mauricio Suleiman, man. You know, I don't care what anyone says. I don't care. This is what I truly believe. There's a strong possibility that this was the approach that the WBC and other sanctioning bodies could have possibly taken. I believe these guys talk. I believe the WBC has the most muscle, but I believe they talk. I believe they strategize, especially when they have these weird conferences. And I believe there's people who get involved, and they all work together in a concerted effort to ensure they push fights the direction they want so they can ultimately get what they want and achieve their milestones. So that being said, we'll see how this develops. But there's a lot of fighters, a lot of fans who are saying things like sports shouldn't be affected by war. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not going to bring peace to the world by putting sanctions and bans on fighters to where they can't make money to provide for their families. And I have to be honest with you. I agree. What the hell does, unless, Bivol is out here saying death to all Ukrainians or some madness, or he's taking his money and sending it to some unit out there in Russia and funding the war or something like that. But if that's not the case, what are we doing here? That's all I'm saying. That being said, y'all keep cool. They're trying, man. They're doing my boy Bivol. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to say that. I'm going to do a video. I'm gonna spill the beans. That being said, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans. And I'm in the breeze.